Hi, wonderful listeners. Sandy here with another Power Pop. Many of you know that I'm a certified business and life coach, helping people to define and achieve their goals. However, you might not know that I've also been a licensed therapist for over 30 years. And as a therapist, there are many things I believe are important for all of us to know about so we can understand how we approach and live our lives. So today, I want to share with you several truths that people who go to counseling learn. The first is thoughts are not facts. A lot of people think if they think the world is flat, then that's a fact, and it really is. And they base their life on that. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but it's an example of the kinds of things where people might think something is true because they heard it from somebody or because they saw it on social media. And in reality, it is not true. It is not a fact. And it's important for all of us to pay attention to what is real and what is just our thoughts. However, thoughts do create your feelings. If you are thinking the world is flat and you're afraid that you'll drive off the edge of the world, that's a feeling that you've created from your thought. So pay attention to your thoughts, determine if they're real or fact or just a thought, and also pay attention to the feelings that they are creating. Second, your past does not define your future. We've seen often people who come from very difficult situations who choose to use that as a springboard to create amazing lives. We've also seen people who choose to allow their past to create a negative life and blame it on their past. The bottom line with this one is that you define your future, not based on where you came from, but on where you are now, where you choose to go, and how you choose to move ahead. You are in charge, not your past. Another fact is that perfectionism is a myth. So many people strive to be perfect. Really, I don't know what perfect is. I think we are all our perfect selves. If you can be your best you are perfect. But some people need to have the perfect home or the perfect wardrobe or the perfect job. Really, I think when they say perfect, they are saying they want other people to define them as perfect. We all need to define ourselves as perfect and be gentle with ourselves. Also, change begins with self-acceptance. In order to grow and learn, we each have to be able to look honestly at who we are, to love and value all the parts of us, and identify the things we really like about ourselves. But we also have to be able to identify the things that we would like to change, then work on moving ahead and doing that. Another one is that there is power in your vulnerability. That means that it's okay to not be strong and tough all the time. Actually being vulnerable and allowing others in to support and help you helps you build relationships and allows you to be real. So do not run away from your vulnerability. Also, remember you can't change others. The only person you can ever change is yourself. You can change how you react to the world. You can change what you think about the world. You can change how you feel about things. You can change your skills and your attitudes and all kinds of things. You're in charge of you always. You can never change another person. So please stop trying if you are in a relationship where you are trying to change somebody else. Also remember that forgiveness is for you as well as for the other person. If somebody wrongs you and you choose to forgive them, what you are doing is allowing yourself to let go of the hurt and pain. If they appreciate being forgiven, that's a nice thing. But forgiveness is about taking care of yourself and being gentle with yourself. And remember, you can always change. You have the power to look at what you're doing, where you're going, how it's working for you, and shift it. You can always do that because you always have the power to pay attention to your attitudes and how you're choosing to navigate your life and change it at any time. I've known so many people who had some kind of addiction problem or were in relationships that were really negative and damaging, and they kept trying to change everything else around them until they realized that all they had to do was change themselves, then everything else would change. Take responsibility and allow yourself to change. And understand that your shoulds and your inner critic is not your friend. Your shoulds are a good reminder of what you were raised with or what you think you're supposed to do, but a lot of them no longer apply. Your inner critic that is telling you all the time all the things you're doing wrong is not helpful and is undermining you as you move ahead. Please get control of your shoulds and your inner critic so you can move ahead with confidence and be your best self. And also remember that your body keeps the score. If you are really stressed for a long time, or angry, or negative, or carrying really difficult emotions for a very long time, your body might wear out. It will get stressed, and your immune system will slow down. Sometimes your body will get sick in order to make you stop, so you can shift your focus from whatever it is that you are being negative about and start focusing on yourself. Please remember, you're not responsible for other people's happiness. I've known so many people who think that it's their job to make the people in their life that they love or their friends be happy and have a great life. Please remember, everybody is responsible for their own happiness. Even children can find the joy if you teach them how. It's not your job to make them happy. Teach them how to make themselves happy. And finally, remember that it's important to walk away from toxic relationships. Set boundaries about what you will and will not allow in your life, how you will and will not allow people to treat you. Then act on that. If a relationship is toxic, remember that you cannot change the other person. And if you are not being allowed to be yourself, it might be time to leave. I hope you will give these things some thought and apply them where they're needed in your life. I think you will find that when you do this, it will change how you are living and will help you find your joy. Shannon and I want to thank you for taking this fun podcast journey with us. We love hearing from you and want to be sure we talk about the things that matter most to each of you. So please connect with us, and thank you again for being part of your personal Power Pod.